I don't know. There's still thunder. I don't know if that's going to be it. But about 10 minutes of really heavy rain mixed with about pea-sized hail. A little monsoon bonus. I love summer monsoon. I love the way the rain sounds and smells. And there's a few that are outdoors that might have suffered a little crafty, but most of them are in the greenhouse, so they're protected. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I can hear some more hail hitting. I see it bouncing. Oh, yes, Miss Crafty, I'm safe, and if I have to pull out the generator, I have an enclosed, well, a covered porch, not enclosed, because it has to be open to the air, but I have a covered porch that can sit on. So if I have to, I'll pull out the generator. Sometimes have to during summer monsoon. Yeah, where I come from, this is good. This is, I'm one of those old ladies sitting on her porch saying, "Oh, how we needed this when it rained." Even the hail. At this point, Crafty, if we can't weather the storm, we'd already be washed away. Oh, I don't even want to talk about my car. I'm so angry about my car right now. It's more and more and more, and I'm just, I do not have my car back. It's sitting in the shop, but this too shall be resolved. Nothing lasts forever. Not even warm July rain. I think that's enough of a difference to avoid copyright. Yep, sitting on my porch, letting it rain. I mean, not that I could stop it, but oh, and trust me, Crafty, I'm thinking about it all the time. It's on the forefront of my brain because it's my biggest direct my problem right now. But being that I'm a woman, I could think about 20 things at once. That's how warm it is. You guys saw how much hail there was, and it's all melted into puddles already. Very little left. Nice, warm summer rain. It was hot. It was 96 degrees out here before it rained. I'd say it's about 80 now. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I love it when it rains in the summer. See my puddles. Ugh. You guys have had a lot of rain, though, haven't you, Crafty? I just get afternoon showers. This will blow over usually in less than an hour. It's been about 20, 25 minutes so far. But it'll be blue skies within an hour usually. Every once in a while, we'll get a couple of days worth of rain, but typically it's just afternoon showers. Cools it off right at the heat of the day. Sometimes it sits over the mountain overnight and we get a nice soaking by the morning, which would be nice since it's already evening time. But more likely this will pass and we'll still have a couple of hours of daylight. The first hail we had this spring took out my tulips. That was awful. My tulips came up and they were so pretty. Then we had that first hail this spring and it just took them out. And they'll come back next year and they'll reproduce and whatnot, but the flowers were gone. Yeah, Crafty, this didn't even, humidity is still probably less than 20% even after the shower. I mean, it's 100% during the shower, but as soon as it blows over, it's right back to really arid conditions. I love that here. I couldn't live somewhere with high humidity. Ellie, my love. What else did I miss? Is it just Crafty and Ellie? Yeah. I've been talking to Crafty. I didn't miss you. Ellie's here now. Quieting down now. There's still thunder rumbling in the distance, so there's a chance for more, hopefully. We've been finding mushrooms now that it's been raining every afternoon for about 2 weeks now. It's been raining every afternoon. Nothing really edible grows near my house, but we find a lot of mushrooms in the fields nearby. We are, Ellie. Car troubles, but everyone's health as well. I do again want to ask everyone to send up prayers for Miss Cat Sweetleaf. She's in the hospital. Things are not going great. Um, I don't want to share details. She'll do that when she's ready, but her life situation has changed abundantly, and she's in need of as much warm thought and comfort as can be sent her way. So those of you who pray or whatever it is you do, please add Miss Cat into yours because my heart is hurting for her. See what I mean? Like it's gone that fast. The hail just melts because the ground is so hot. Yeah, Ellie, I'm at the point of everybody doesn't get along with everybody, but we can all be kinder to each other. And so that's where I'm at. She freaking hates me. You should have listened to her stream where she called me a cunt about, I don't know, 40 times. Oh, Joe, it's bad. She's been in and out of the hospital the last 2 weeks, and it's anyway. Hopefully, she can get back on in the not too distant future and explain it all herself if she wants to. But it's definitely something in need of prayers. And she did post a little bit about it when she first went into the hospital, and she hasn't had the strength to, and I don't want to overspeak. Uh, but I'm very concerned for her physical and mental well-being at this point. So, any love anybody's got in their heart, even for an enemy, put it out there. Yeah, I've been noticing that lately that people are always, not lately. Lately, it's just back in my face again. But in general, people around here are always pick a side, pick a side. Don't ride a fence. Don't ride a fence like Joe Cool. But are there really any sides? Aren't we all on the same side? We're tired of being put in positions where we have to choose. Like, isn't it okay to be friends with people and love people, and then to be not friends with people and still love them? Like, I don't know. Thank you, Joe. I know she'll appreciate that. She hasn't had much reaction, and she feels like maybe. Yeah, me too, Joe. She's really upset about not picking a side in that particular conflict too. And I do have a side, and it's not the one she likes, but I still love her. And yeah, Ellie, I think being high makes it easier to ride the fence, actually. We're a lot more balanced when we let our minds relax and don't overstress. I think that's the big thing that I forget too sometimes is there has to be balance. So for all the wonderful people like Ellie and Hippie and you know uh Darlene and Cheryl and the people out there helping each other and caring about each other, there's got to be those assholes out there trying to tear each other down too. I mean, that's the balance, right? It sucks, but can't have the great people if we're not willing to accept there has to be the ones who are against our faith and beliefs too. No, every time Joe picks a side, another white girl gets her wings. Oh, did I say that out loud? Are we live, as Hippie always says? Oh, wow, 20 minutes. That's longer than I've gone so far, I think. I just been crocheting, working on Tunisian crochet, which is a little different, kind of cool though. And trying to get my car moving and dealing with life. So I haven't been participating in a lot of social stuff, but it's nice to go live every once in a while. I haven't seen Joe in a while or Ellie, so bonus. And Crafty stopping in was pretty awesome too. She made me aware that I had the sound muted so people couldn't even hear the lovely hailstorm on my roof, which is what I went live for in the first place. I was like, this sounds really nice. Other people might like to hear it too. Yeah, I don't know, Ellie, the viewer count has been dropping. So I suspect people aren't going to stick around long unless I open up a panel because most people don't want to type in the chats, Ellie. They want to jump up on a panel. And I've got to work on that again, maybe opening up some panels, but I don't know about that. So hard to police panels. You either are the nice guy and people come up on your panel and say shit that just nobody wants to hear, or you're the hard ass and then nobody wants to come to your panel because it's boring and there's no drama. So it's damned if you do and damned if you don't. I think when you say, how's your girl doing, you're talking to Joe. I have three girls and they're all doing well if you were talking to me. I know, Ellie, you're like me. I'll stay in the chats quite often. It's just a more comfortable place. But a lot of people who hang out in the live streaming area like to see a panel so they can hear drama and arguments and differences of opinion worked out or not worked out and names called and yeah, I don't type very well. I have a billion typos when I type, but I still stay in the chats a lot. I think I'm even a little, I want to say scared because I don't have fear of it, more trepidatious about joining in too much in panels just because it gets intense. I find myself yelling at my phone and my kids come out and they look at me like, what are you yelling about? I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, this isn't becoming or attractive. I think I'll stop. So I go to hippies a bit. Went to Zato's for a minute till he affiliated himself with the shit show. And as much as I love AC and quite a few of the other people who hang out there, I don't want any part of shit show. And not because there's anything wrong with it. It's because of how I start feeling when I get into those gossip circles. I just want to gossip more and I want to be the one who knows and I start wanting bad things to happen to people just so I can talk about it, and that doesn't make me feel good about myself. So it's not that I don't like drama. My problem is I get drawn too much into it, and then I don't like who I become because of it. It's not the drama I don't like, it's my weak character that allows me to become part of it that I don't like. Yeah, exactly, Ellie. Not just your physical health, but for me also like my mental health. Like I just don't I look at myself and I'm like, that's not the person I want to be. And I spent the last decade of my life fixing myself more into the person I want to be than the person I let my I convinced myself that life had made me. I was convinced that everything around me made me what I was and I had no control over it. And like you, Ellie, stepping away is one of the ways I do have control over how I let myself be. And it sucks sometimes to have to walk away when I'm hanging out with friends and it starts going over into the gossipy and unhappy stuff. But it sucks more to get drawn into it and start, I don't know, thinking I'm superior to these other people who just have problems like the rest of us, you know? Yeah, I didn't like that about myself. It's cool though that I got to learn that about myself because I always saw myself as not one of the mean girls. Like I always saw myself as being more of a peacemaker and I was, above the fray and to realize that just like anybody else, I can get sucked into it. It's kind of humbling. And it was a good experience for me because I have to choose to not act or feel superior. It's not just natural for me. It means it's still part of my progress and my work. Anyway, I've gone 30 minutes, and I think that's probably as long as I want to go just talking to my phone and not like talking to someone else. So I will go live again sometime in the near future, dear friends. And thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the hail, even though the first few minutes you couldn't hear it. And you all have a blessed day. Love you, Ellie. Love you, Joe. Love you, Crafty.